MySubstation.com, you already know what it is. Live and direct in the building again. Substation Live. It's Chad Money. I got the homie Taariq with me. Peace, gang.
Salaam.
Man, all day was good, baby.
What's going on, baby?
Ain't nothing, man. What's up? What's new with you? What's going on with you? A true vet to the game.
Oh, man. Music, passion, and life.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Now, to people who might not be, who might not be, I guess, up on your sound, your music, definitely a different wave than what's the norm and what
Oh,
they
def.
hear. Where can they check you out? Links
Oh,
and anything?
man. SoundCloud.com/Taariq Salaam. Reverb Nation /Taariq Salaam. They can hit me on my Facebook fan page at Salaam, the MC, DAMC. And I'm everywhere. Google me.
No doubt. Google me.
I think I'm everywhere except for Buffalo.
Okay. What separates you? What's your separation?
I want to say true hip hop, man.
Okay.
Like the origin, the beginning, like everything hip hop was built on, man. Like it was social consciousness, it was message based. But you had the kid in plays, you can party, you can enjoy yourself. You had diversity, you had a Kwame or whatever. I'm a hip hop dude, man. I love hip hop. I love music altogether, but I do hip hop.
Right.
And all I can say is just creativity, man.
Right.
Diversity. That's the origin of hip hop.
Does it bother you now what you see them pushing out as the agenda for the music and for quote hip hop?
What bothers me is not that they're pushing it. It bothers me that it's being accepted. And I'm not talking about I got children, man. Not by the youth. The youth are like that. Hip hop is youthful. I see 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, trying to learn how to Dougie and stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't mind because music always have changed and evolved, but when the evolution of music, becomes dumb and ignorant, I feel like people like me, and older brothers in the game.
No doubt.
We got to step up and at least say something, man.
Indeed. Do you think that's a part of the bigger problem in what's going on? More people not stepping up to the forefront, and be like, we're gonna cut this bullshit out. Like, I used to do the public speaking in the schools, and one thing I used to always tell the kids was like, when I was your age, if we were supposed to be in school and we tried to skip school and be on the block with the older cats, that's not what was going on. They was getting us right off and telling them, no, you're not gonna be around
take your
us.
ass to school.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas now, man, it's cool to be skipping school, to be 13 and to be, on the corner with cousin that's 23, 24, not doing anything either. Do you think that type of culture that either, I guess, in the music, is causing what we see socially, or, vice versa? Socially is what we see in the music.
I actually think like we've become the generation before us, like we've been, I had a song I wanted to do called Condemnation.
Okay.
Like the older cats that we know, like older, grandmothers, grandfathers, they were stoned, they witnessed a lot of discrimination, and they look at us and they go, we did all that, and look what y'all doing.
Right.
They condemned us, which led to the next generation almost with the, I don't give a care attitude.
Right.
So I think, as a parent, first of all, I don't just say that's whack. You know what I mean? I say, why do you like that?
Right.
Like with my kids, most of the time they go, it's just the beat.
Right.
Like I'll be honest. I've never been for censorship, but I tell my sons, you can't listen to Chief Keef.
Right.
You want to listen to that? Go to YouTube, type in Chief Keef instrumental. And the next thing you know, they down there freestyling and they rapping to it.
I dig that.
So make your own music, but I don't like to condemn people, because we all know if you don't like something, you just don't listen to it.
Right.
We got the right to turn it off.
Man.
But I don't condemn the new generation because there's some stuff in there. It's some melodic stuff in there. But I'm a music person.
Right.
And you can't tell me a lot of this stuff that's going on right now. It's not music anymore. It's noise. And you say, who's to determine that? Me being the consumer, I am. Thank you.
Yeah. Word. Real talk. Now, the music you make, where does that come from? What's what makes that come through as the true and the authenticity that you do have, that you're known for, for people who do listen?
it comes from within, man, and I think that's what's missing now. Like I feel like a lot of people, especially in our city, they listen to radio and they hear what's out there, and then they go in the studios and they try to mimic what they hear
Right.
because they want to be on that
Right.
radio. But me, I'm the type producers internationally send me beats all the time.
Right.
I put that track on, and each track make you feel different.
Yep.
You know, like I
Yep.
got a project coming out, soon. People that know me gonna look at this interview and laugh their ass off. I've been working on this project for like a year and a half. It's
Mhm.
called The Journal. Everybody want to be on it.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell you doing in my journal?
Man, you can't rush greatness.
You ain't in my journal.
Right.
I wanna collab with you.
Yeah.
In my
Oh,
journal, man.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
My journal gotta happen.
But I come from here, man. I hear something,
Okay.
and to me, beats speak to me, man. I work off like 98% inspiration.
Mhm.
Like I can listen to a beat in a room full of 20 people,
Right.
and 19 people will go, "Oh, who's that? What's that?" And I'll be sitting over there like, "Y'all like that?"
Right.
It didn't make me pick my pen up. It didn't give me a thought. But
Right.
I work off pure inspiration, man. Like in here,
Mhm.
a vibe almost. Because like I say, hip hop was all about you as an individual.
Right. Right.
And in this day and age, if everybody sounds alike, that's taking the hip hop out
All
of it
day
because
long. All
you're
day
not
long.
an individual anymore.
Mhm.
You're everybody else.
I dig that. Who you listening to right now that you actually I will say respect the sound, that you respect their sound musically.
To be honest, like I can't even say like locally or international or industry or whatever, but I got a Bandcamp fan account,
Mhm.
and at least 2 or 3 times a week I post my collection.
Okay.
It got El Biz in there. It got Kadir Latif in there. It got a whole bunch of producers on some instrumentals. I listen
Mhm.
to a lot of instrumentals, but I listen to a lot of music, man. I listen to the Earth, Winds, and Fire.
Right.
I listen to stuff like that.
Right.
Boys post links that I don't know from Adam. Like you put me on to a lot of people, believe it or not,
Oh man.
because you'll post a link to somebody's Reverb Nation
Right.
page,
Okay.
and I click on it, and like I say, I might listen to 12 songs, only
Right.
like
Right.
one,
Right. Right.
but I like that one song from that person now. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Mhm.
But you can check my Facebook page
Go ahead, give it to him.
and Facebook, Taariq Salaam. You can check it out, and you can scroll down my timeline, man, and you can see that I post kind of like everybody. Don't get me wrong; it got to be stuff I like.
Oh, no.
If I posted, it's something for a reason.
Right.
But I always been like that. Like my page not exclusive for my music.
Right. Right.
Because say you got 200-300 fans, they get tired of you posting the same music.
Yes, they
there.
do.
They want to hear something else.
Man, I had somebody tell me that directly, like, man, Chad, I love you and all. It's it's great that you're doing all this.
Yeah.
But I'm tired of seeing you all the time, And I
Yeah.
mean, that's what made me switch it up, because I guess in my selfish mind, I was like, man, let me saturate them with me. I got enough of me,
Mhm.
But
But
they-
how you gonna get any new? I be telling people how you gonna get any new followers?
right,
Because basically, you're friends and family on your
Mhm.
Facebook.
Right.
Friends and family, co-workers, people you went to high school, grammar school with, and that ain't bringing about any new followers by you
Right.
posting your stuff on these pages all the time.
right.
Kind of like networking one-on-one, man.
Man, I tell you, the more people I helped out, and I mean, the more people that I tried to promote, man, the more doors open up for me,
Exactly.
And I mean,
Exactly.
it continuously happens,
Yeah.
Now, do you see, I mean, out here with the, I'm sure you probably keep your ear to the streets, and
Oh, definitely.
you know what's going on in
More
Buffalo.
than anybody in my circle.
Come on, how do you how do you feel about the local rap beefs? Just as from you as an outsider, and then
Yeah.
from you as an artist, just looking at it like, damn, to you, is it like, why is this going on, or is it like, man, shit, I'm more for the culture, or is it, I mean, shit, we all still in the same spot, why?
Yeah.
What's
Well, as you know, it's the nature of the culture.
right,
But to me, I dig deeper. I like when albums come out, when songs come out, I'm all in the liner notes. I want to know who produced it. I want to know what sample they used. So when I see the local beefs coming up, I try to get to the origin of it, and then I give everybody they just do.
right,
Like to be honest with you, it was a popular. I guess you can call it popular because it was in the city. Everybody was talking about it.
okay,
But Illy Ali and El Biz.
right, yes,
I was
yes.
in the minority because I liked Illy joint. I liked that he used the Big Daddy Kane track. I like sort of the references. You know how you ain't making the money and all this, but the
Hmm.
majority of the people is like, oh yeah, biz, and I'm almost like it's like closed mindedness. Like this,
Right.
we don't know this
Right.
cat, so we definitely people probably ain't even listen to the song and they condemning them.
Right. Right.
You know,
I see that
and
happening a lot.
yeah, what Rap did, I like that. It's the same thing Kendrick did on
Hmm.
some level, but
Hmm.
just locally. You know, he just put the little burner on everybody.
No doubt.
But honestly, I'm the type person who, you know, I take a line from Chuck D. I don't rhyme for the sake of riddling.
Come on.
You
Come on.
know, so y'all like locally,
That's
I
probably the
feel
first
that
time some people
the,
heard
the
that.
the first thing they do is like everybody's jumping into the local beef. They take inside. I'm almost like we're nowhere, man. You can be number one in this town and nothing nowhere else. So I'm like you kind of wasting rhymes. You wasting beats. You wasting energy. You know because who picks the winner?
Come on.
Who picks the winner? And who
Come
really
on.
won? You if you got 100 Facebook likes and he
Right.
got 92. I'll be honest with y'all. I go to your SoundCloud page,
Right.
and you got 12 plays in the
That's what
last
I
three
look for.
months.
That's what I look for.
That's what I go by numbers. So yeah, you out rapped him, you out did him, but where you sound? Look where you outside of Buffalo. Where is that?
Right. Right.
We don't know you.
Right. Now, how
Yeah.
would you how would you approach that situation if somebody has some bars for you?
Oh, I had one. I had one.
Okay.
I don't know, like a lot of people that know that did follow. I was number one on Reverb Nation
Mhm.
for
Mhm.
11 months.
Okay.
You know, I was number two for
That's
like
solid.
6 months. I was number three for 9 months after that.
Okay.
Local cat came up. You know, he's using the Spin Genie and all that. I know you're using the Spin Genie because you got over a million plays
Right.
and you got 2 comments.
Come on.
You know what I mean? So he got up there and he came at me. He came at me. It was comical because he was really like not good. He was extremely not good. But it was comical
Come on.
that he went there and I
Right.
knew what he was doing. You know, he saw what I was doing, so he
Mhm.
tried to throw some jab. I didn't respond. You know, most people, oh, you should kill him, you should kill him, and I was like, for what, man?
Right.
Like if I'm 40, I might not live to be 41 because I used that oxygen to
Come
come
on.
back
Come
at this trash
Real
brother,
shit.
whatever,
Real
whatever.
shit.
And it wasn't music, man. It wasn't about music. You know, he was just spitting noise, trying to
Right.
shine off the buzz that I had. You know,
Right.
and I hate to keep stressing this, but I always, you know, you might look on my Facebook one day and see international,
Mhm.
just nothing, just
Right.
that's my status update, international, and I can prove it, man. I can show
I
you
can
the
prove
producers I
it.
done worked with.
Right.
I done showed people I'm getting spins in countries that I have to Google map to find out where this
Come on.
country
Come on.
at.
Come on.
You know, and that's what I do. That's what this music is about. You know, so I don't even address that. It's funny.
Mhm.
It's funny. It's entertainment. You
Right.
know, WWE now. It's
Right.
very entertaining
No
to me
doubt.
to see local people beef because the most spins you ever got was
Right.
on this song that
Come
you
on.
just did,
Come on.
and that's a problem if you're a true artist.
Right. I dig that all the way. I definitely dig that. You into the books you read?
Not anymore. I
Okay.
used to.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got 6 kids, man.
Right. Right. Right.
I
Right.
work full time.
Right.
I got a studio in
I
my
got that
house.
time.
You know,
Yeah.
I swear I used to
No
a
doubt.
lot, man. I bought me a Kindle just for that sake.
Okay.
My good friend J. Dot Savage, aka Jason Perry,
Okay.
loaded like 3,000 books on my Kindle, man. And I was
That's
like,
love.
I ain't read not one of them, man. I was reading a couple of Confucius quotes, and that's the last thing I read.
Come on. You into the you into the holidays at all? Christmas,
Nah,
New Year's, you do that?
Yeah, I do it. Like, you know, I'm a Muslim. Everybody know me, know I'm
Okay.
Muslim. You know, but like I say, the holidays is more of a season in this
Yes.
day anyway.
No
It's
doubt.
not. It's about family, man. As you know, like I don't do Christmas, but you
Right.
might find me over my aunt house with some green beans
Right,
with
right,
turkey
right,
necks in
right.
them.
Right.
You know, so I ain't
With
no
no
by
problem.
humbug,
Mhm.
Scrooge. I ain't coming over your house that day. And it's about family too. The holidays bring people together.
All day.
You know.
Now, outside of this music and whatnot, what's what takes you? I know you said you got you got children and
Mhm.
you work, but I mean just any other hobby, artistic, anything, interest, what captivates you? What takes your interest?
Man, well I'm a cook, man. I said I cook. I'm a chef, nigga.
Yes. You
I
gonna
got
get this
checked out
food,
to prove
Larry.
it, man. But you know that's my passion. My wife gonna watch this and go, he don't do that at home.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I do it at work or whatever,
Right.
whatever. But you know, I'm into like like just life, man.
Okay.
You know, like
Certainly.
no plan, man. Every day is different. You wake up, you get a
Mhm.
chance to do it again.
Mhm.
You know, pretty much that's it, man. But I'm music all day. I
I
love music. I
definitely
love people that
appreciate
do
that.
music. I love to hear new people that do music.
Mhm.
You know, stuff like that. Even a funny story. I
Yep.
was just telling
Yep.
Rob. I never met this brother in
Yeah.
my life, man. But I did a song with him like two
Right.
years
Right.
ago.
Right.
I want to do a video for that song tomorrow,
Come
man.
on.
So Kulu,
Yeah.
I want to do a song.
Come
Welcome to the
on.
jungle.
Come on,
All
Kulu.
right.
That's real. That's real. That's how it be, man. The
Yeah.
power of social networking, man.
Exactly.
For real, that's crazy. Now, what are you listening to right now, musically? What's in your iPod? No matter what it is.
I'll be honest with you, man. Drea Denure.
No, no
Drea.
doubt.
Everybody at my
No
job
doubt.
will tell you, man. Every day around, I say
716, stand up.
2:15, man. Like I got witnesses, man. You walk in the kitchen on any given time, that's what you listen. That's what you hear. Like that's what you hear. I love Kendrick. I love what Kendrick doing.
Right.
Drake caught my ear with a couple songs. You know, one of the older brothers that work with me put the radio on every day. You know, so it's a gem. Like between what is it, the Wild Ride at 5 all the way up till I leave work. I heard the same song maybe
Right.
20, 30
Six,
times.
at least six
But
times an hour, right?
at least once a week, man. It's somebody else that edged their way up in there, man. I go, who's this person? And you know, I go home and turn it on and listen to it. Like we were just talking about Chance the Rapper today.
Right, right, yes.
He's not as dope as the hype, but he's definitely caught my ear, man. He caught my ear. He
Worth the
definitely
hype.
caught my ear. But I'm a oldies, man. I got Maxwell in there.
Right,
I got
come on, yep.
Charlie Wilson in there.
Come on.
I'm still pumping
That real
Love
music, that
Letter from
timeless
R.
music.
Kelly, man.
Yep.
And the rest is pretty much instrumentals. Like seriously,
Right,
you check my
right.
iPod, you'll see a lot of instrumental albums. You know, from people. I even locally, L Biz,
Right.
Cove, EVC.
Yes.
Cove, last project. I think it was the Love Lost or something like Love, whatever it was. I can't stop listening to that,
Right,
man.
right.
You know,
And that's just straight
sonically.
instrumentals.
Yes, and that's what I do. It take
Right.
me there. You know, so that's pretty much it for me.
I'll take that. Now, lyrically, let me ask you that. Lyrically, who do you have a real, a taste for and a real healthy respect for? You know, like I was when I say like that, I would say like personally I have a taste for for Lauryn Hill. You know, lyrically I love Lauryn Hill. You know,
Yeah.
lyrically, I love Rakim. You know, I can go to them all the time. But as far as like a respect for, I would say like I have a respect for a Tech Nine. You know, I have a
Yeah.
respect for Andre 3000. Whereas I have no problem listening to them. You know, but
Yeah.
I'm not reaching for them like how I'm reaching for the Lauryn Hill or the Rakim.
Exactly.
You know, how does that work for you?
It's the same with me, man. Like locally, what's the brother name? Oh my goodness, I don't know how I forgot this. And I listen to this brother all the time, man. T Ferg.
Yes, Ferg.
Yeah.
He up there in the Wall of
Oh
Fame.
my God.
Hard.
Man, listen, Ferg caught me.
Yeah.
And I googled him, and that brother can spit, man. And he's a true MC.
Right.
To where,
Right.
like it's no gimmick. Like if I met him right now, if he was up in here right now, he'd probably come across the same as he does on that music.
He would. Yeah.
That's what's being an MC was. You don't have to take your character off. You know, to be somebody. Like I can't think of brother's real name.
That's one of my
but
favorite interviews.
You see somebody walking through the mall, and you go, "Hey, there goes 2 Chainz."
Right.
And then whatever his real name, Taariq, he goes, "No, I'm Taariq. I
Right.
took 2 Chainz off.
Right.
I'm the same. Taariq Abdus Salaam, man. I ain't taking this off. You know what I mean? I don't gotta put my wardrobe on when I'm about to perform. I walk on the stage just like this. Don't let me be running late. You'll see me in my chef jacket.
Right.
Kadir. I love Kadir, man.
Shout out to
I love that brother, man, because he just spits.
Right.
You know, he gets it.
That's an MC for real.
Yeah, he that beat come on, man, and he spit. You know, the topic today, you know, a news story. That brother can go home, man, and put a beat on,
right, and
convey those thoughts. You know, that's why lyrics are so deep for me, man. I mean, we got party songs, we got hook-based songs,
right.
But I don't really listen to that, man.
Okay.
You know, I listen to something that make my mind move. You know, a little.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Now with the shift in music, you know, what I mean, we'll say from like the Public Enemy days, the NWA days where music did have more of a social conscience, and people were talking about what was really going on.
Hmm.
To you come into the Wu Tang days, and then in the Pac and Biggie, coming
Yeah.
around that 94, 95 Bone era, and then right on down to the 96, 97, 98 Cam, Nori,
Oh yeah.
Rough Riders, all of that. To right through the 50 era to the snapping and popping, lean with it, rock with it,
Hmm.
and you just see you see the constant evolutions of the music. You truly being a vet in the game. How do you think that with the changing of the times, it has shaped the changing of the music, and now as we see ourselves ushering back into more respect for the lyricist and
Yeah.
the lyricism, why do you think that at this point this is
Honest,
taking hold?
honestly, I just feel like you said, they oversaturate, the market with what they're pushing. Like a lot of people don't know, the industry took a hit. The industry took a hit with this internet.
Hmm.
They took a
Oh,
hit, so
huge.
so they had to start putting stuff out that would make them money. The thing that was current is like people that we love, the Most Def, Talib,
Right.
boys like that, even the Snoops.
Hmm. Hmm.
They keep making music. They keep making music. So all this new stuff is coming in. Now a lot of people don't realize, like a brother like Kendrick Lamar, he listened to what me and you listen to.
Hmm.
He
Hmm.
listened to Rakim,
Right.
Snoop, stuff like that. But he's in a camp. He's fortunate enough to be in a camp with somebody like Eminem, man.
Right.
He
Right.
can he can see the marketing prowess of a 50 Cent.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, honestly, when we say that the new era, people don't realize the underground is still there.
Hmm.
It's just not on the radio.
Right.
It's just not on the video. This music is still there.
Hmm.
But it's people like me and yourself that keep this stuff current. Like Lupe. Everybody knows
Right.
that. I haven't been like a giant fan of Lupe
Hmm.
because Lupe's dope. That's my brother and my dean and everything. But he never really just overwhelmed me.
Right.
But he continues to do the same thing
Right.
that he's done,
Hmm.
and he's content with that.
Hmm.
Other people are reaching. So I don't really think that it's changing the way it seems like
Right.
it because
Okay.
it looks that way and it sounds that way.
Hmm.
I just think that's what they're pushing right now.
Right.
But
I
I'll be
got you.
honest with you, since Kendrick done burned like so many just wicks, man,
Right.
that these execs now they sitting back and saying, "Oh God, we need a lyrical guy.
I about to
now.
say I did me a Kendrick.
We
now.
got to get me a Kendrick
Right.
now."
Right. I
Yeah.
dig that. Now, why do you think that it takes people, so long to be receptive? To I mean, even somebody like Jada.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Ooh.
he's had lyrics since he had lyrics, and it's not that people didn't respect that, and it's not that people didn't acknowledge that, but it still always took, forever, even now,
Yeah.
still to be receptive to somebody like a Jada.
Yeah.
You know,
It's the marketing aspect of it. Like he's not.
a Q-Tip, a Quali,
Yeah, they're
you
not
know?
overly marketed.
Mos Def.
Like to be honest with you, one of the most slept on, guys or two guys like that I really listen to.
Mhm.
Styles P, Pusha T.
Man, oh man, yes,
These
Andrew,
boys,
please.
these boys spit.
Lyrically,
These boys are.
ooh.
Oh my God,
Man.
these are firecrackers.
Pusha
Like,
T had the
pow,
album
pow,
of the
pow.
year, I think.
There you go. Like I thought I was the only person that ever thought that in the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
But they not marketed. They
Mhm.
not marketed like right. And a lot of people, don't get me wrong, when a new car come out, everybody got to get it because that's the new car.
Mm-hmm.
The cameras just came
How
out.
about
Everybody got to
life
get
of
them.
them J's if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. I got into it with my man Skeeter Pugh the other day. I ain't get into it. I
Right,
just
right,
said
right.
something. They talking about all the fools and the ignorance with the J's. I'm like, dude, in the late 80s, early 90s, we was fresh to death.
Man.
I would have went and got them if I
Mhm.
knew I could get them.
Right.
Because that's what I do. I work hard, man. I want something.
I should be
I
able to.
I ain't getting this because everybody getting them right,
Right.
now. I got J's from 95 that
Come
I
on.
bought in 95.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
And it feel good
Seriously.
to me.
Yeah,
All day.
exactly.
All day.
Exactly.
I dig that, man. I dig that. Now, I guess not. I wouldn't even really call you an artist. For
Yeah.
that I guess kind of seems limiting. For you, but with your platform, outside of the platform being the verbal creation, I guess with the music and what have you. How else could you see yourself being a true impact to the world?
To be honest with you, I mean,
Hmm.
I do, and I feel the way that millions of people feel in things that they do, like every day, like kind of like what is it, blue collar or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. And I pretty much just, it's almost like time and space, man. You never know when somebody's gonna walk into
Right.
that space at
Right.
what time, you know. So I just continue to do what I do. I do it as a passion. Like,
Right.
to be honest with you, the brothers who started when I started, we stopped thinking about a record deal around 2000,
Come on.
2001.
Real shit.
It's about passion. This is about, like music. This is what this is about to me. So, just basically open somebody up socially, think about something every now and then,
Okay.
and still be entertaining.
Right.
That's the fine line we gotta, cross, like, in this time. Be entertaining, but saying something.
I dig
You
that.
ain't gotta preach every time you
Right.
spit,
Right.
but come on, man. I
Have
don't
a
want to start.
message.
I don't want to be honest. I'm gonna put it out there, man. 2 Chainz,
Yeah.
dick so hard it make the metal detector go off.
Right.
Really?
Right.
All right, I'm done. Next.
No doubt. No doubt. Now let me, just with you saying that. Now you see that that's what's selling. Is
Yep.
is is it selling because that's what the people want, or is it selling because that's the agenda that they're pushing? And either way, if it is what the people want, what does that have to say about lyricism or where it is? And if that's the agenda that they're pushing, then what does that have to say about the people who are being receptive to it? Because 2 Chainz definitely is well, I'm not gonna say that he's selling, but I mean he definitely has a wide range of a fan
Yeah.
base and the audience to continue doing what he's doing.
Exactly. But, I feel all that dies out and it shifts. But, like I keep saying, if they put a specific type of thing all the time,
Right.
you go to Tops right now, man, and you see all these meats in there.
Right.
If they only got this kind, people are going to buy what they got right there. And don't get me wrong, I remember Titty Boy. I
Mm-hmm.
remember he was different, man. Like a lot of people that's older or know anything about the history, he was a lot better then. So I know to some level he is selling himself short. It's funny, it's entertaining.
Right.
But, the only thing that these brothers got going for them is, like, honestly, the beats is banging.
Right.
You can say anything you want on a banging beat.
Mm-hmm.
You can. I know this. I've seen it happen before. But my thing is I'm just a little more conscious of,
Right.
do I want to do that?
Right.
Because, my audience, starts from with me,
Mm-hmm.
and thoughtless lyrics like that, to
Right.
me, man, that's
Thoughtless
like,
lyrics. I
and
like
it's
that.
funny. Like, I'm a thinker. I
Mhm.
sat back one night and I'm like, wow, your dick was hard when you walked past the metal detector?
Right.
I don't get it. Like, if you really analyze it, maybe I overanalyze
Right.
it.
Right.
But it goes away. It goes away. And like I say, people don't listen to certain type of music in
Mhm.
everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might like to ride to something. People
Right.
might like
Right.
to party to something.
Right.
You sessioning, you might want to listen to, D Block or
Mhm.
whatever,
Mhm.
but then you chilling or whatever, you might want to listen to a Drake or whatever, depending on
Right.
the mood.
Right.
That's one thing about music, is it's universal. It's a universal voice, So it's something for everybody out there, but we all know what the industry pushing right now.
No doubt.
That's where the money is.
No doubt. What's the end game? What's the goal at this point in the game?
Like most MCs, artists, whatever you want to call it, we just want to be heard and we want to create. I told somebody I'm the Prince of this fucking hip hop.
Right.
And you think Prince, first thing you think is fucking ass cheeks out or whatever. I'm like, no. I'm just talking about the creativity of
No
it, man.
doubt.
I like to create, man. I like to do stuff different. I want to do something that ain't heard right now.
Mhm,
Unfortunately, hip hop is so young. You think everything's been heard, but I'm a creator, man. I'm a creator and
Right.
I'm a thinker. So the end game is like all of us. I just want to be heard.
Do you do any ghostwriting? Have you done any ghostwriting ever?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time. It's funny you say that. I don't. These people know who they are, but I wrote for a group called Psychedelic Phase
Okay.
back in high school,
Right.
and that was hilarious. Because if I ever saw them lyrics right now,
Yeah.
but I went R. Kelly on them. I went
Right.
R. Kelly. If I'm writing for Michael Jackson, I'm thinking I'm Michael Jackson.
Right. Come
I'm
on.
in the mind of Michael
I got you.
Jackson.
I
I'm trying
got
to
you.
piece it together. So I did some psychedelic phase
Come
shit.
on.
So nah, not recently, but it ain't nothing I wouldn't do. Like I said, I'm a little older than most cats,
Mhm.
you know. So to me, my thing is I try to help a lot of people. A lot of people record in my studio.
Right. Right.
Younger people,
Mhm.
you know, I mix your joint, I engineer it, you
Okay.
know, I burn up, I try to push you, I try to give you some advice. So
Mhm.
I know my calling, man. My calling is within the future, you
I dig
know,
that. I
what I
dig that.
grew up on, you know, that's what I'm gonna try to put out there.
Now let me ask you this. I would say, as far as the music and the talent goes, just overall, whatever you see, be it underground, local,
Hmm.
overseas, industry, anything. The difference, the conversation that we always have is the difference between the plight of the female MC and the white MC and the true gangster MC. Because I just look at it now, when you think, I guess, gangster rap, the only one that's really making money off of those real gangster lyrics at this point is like a Meek Mill.
Yeah,
You figure Chief Keef just got dropped.
exactly.
And I mean, I guess you could kind of call like a Two Chain and an Ace Hood. I guess you can kind of put them in that gangster genre, or like a
Yeah.
Rick Ross. But they of course have that different crossover appeal and
Hmm.
feel. But mainly with the plight of the female MC, and how they market the female, and of course, I mean, how the female has been portrayed for years.
Yeah.
And the white MC. What do you see the difference in the three? And I guess on your side, who I guess would say has the hardest time as far as acceptance goes?
I gotta say, see, most people will sit here and they think I'm gonna say the female MC, but unfortunately, Eminem has set the bar so fucking high, man, for what an MC is supposed
Period.
to be.
Period.
That's
Yes.
why the majority of
Yes.
times you see MC of the Caucasian persuasion, they get compared to him because this is almost like their
Mhm.
blueprint.
Mhm.
Like I know people that still spit this day that sound like Rakim,
Well, come on.
because that was their influence.
Right.
Secondly, the female MC, like I said, they didn't even have a category a while ago. Willow Smith was in the
Right.
female
Right.
MC
Right. Right.
category.
Right. She was
But
up for
I'm
awards.
telling you, man, I know dope female MCs. I listen
Yes.
to dope female MCs. That slept on. Jean Grey has been out for some time, but she still continuously makes music on, like I'm saying, on a daily basis.
Mhm.
But I'd say it's even. And the gangster, there's no more gangsters, man.
Right.
There's no more gangsters. If you hustled 5 years ago and you ain't hustled in 5 years,
Right.
you ain't
Right.
shot
Right. What are you
nobody in
talking
five
about? What are
years.
you talking
Like
about?
like that part of the game is so fake to me because like, one of the hottest boys out that's still making so-called gutter gangster music, we know was a correctional officer. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
said he get it straight off the boat. He
Uh.
said Noriega owed him a couple favors and stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm sitting here like that's where the WWE mentality, that's where the character mentality
Right.
come out of it. So to me, it ain't really a lot of
Mhm.
gangsters.
Right.
I know people that's been shot up and they
Right.
spit and they talk about it, almost on some gangster type stuff.
Mhm.
But it goes back to what I said in the beginning, telling their story.
Right.
So I don't knock nobody for telling their story.
Right. I dig
And
that.
everybody eating off this, man.
Mhm.
I know a lot of people don't like Meek Mill. Personally, he got some nice joints or whatever, and he running that lane right
Right.
now.
Right.
But I put on D Block. I put
Right.
on
Throw
the
me on some
locks.
Styles P or something.
Yeah,
Like you said, throw me on some push.
yeah. That
Uh-huh.
because that's a
Uh-huh.
little realer to me. It's
Right.
almost like
Right.
believable.
Right.
Not to say Meek ain't do it,
Right. Right. Right.
but they're trying to make music. They're trying to sell records, and it's a fine line between being real and selling records.
Come on.
Because reality, don't sell. Like I got to get
Mhm.
up and go to work in the morning. That don't sell. You know what I mean? But if I say I get it straight off the boat, that sells.
Right.
So it's all about compromising yourself.
Mhm.
But it's hard for all of us in music, man, because especially hip hop, because it's a money machine
Right.
now.
Right.
If you want it for your listening pleasure, you can go on the internet and listen to whatever you want to listen to, whatever
Right.
your genre is, whatever your lane is. You can find somebody in that lane.
Indeed.
Just don't turn on the radio
Come
or
on.
or BT.
Come on. Now, now, in all honesty, could you see someone from Buffalo within the next, we'll say, realistically 5 years, um, being a major player in the game. And when I say major player, I mean something even as significant as a Mano, or French
Yeah.
Montana, you know.
Honestly, like I said, I don't know this brother. A lot of people keep thinking I'm name drop him again.
Right, right, right.
I must know him or something. But T Ferg, man, he's like the total package to
Mm-hmm.
me. He's real to who he is. The music is good,
No
and
doubt.
it's a relatable story.
Man, Ferg been getting a lot of props today.
Yeah, oh, he definitely do it. I give it up to my man John Queller.
Yep.
Once he get
Yep.
the right team behind him, he got the lyrics, he got the passion. But once he get the right team behind him,
Come on.
I even told him, I can't do it.
Right.
I do it all on my own.
Gotta have the right team
You
behind you. That's
got to get a
paramount.
team behind
That's
you, and
paramount.
it's hard to find here
Uh
because
huh.
everybody got a crew. My man in them effect. I call it. It's on Facebook all the time.
Right.
It's fucking boys
My
club
man
stuff.
in them. It is.
Everybody got a
It
boys
is.
club, but why we don't rock with him?
Mhm.
When it comes to promoters, when it comes to DJs putting out mixtape,
Mhm.
stuff like that. That's why I gotta give you your props. I done seen everybody up in this spot,
Yeah.
like everybody.
Man, ain't no bias over here. I tell you that. I tell everybody that. Ain't no
Exactly.
bias over here. I always say, man, my goal is, them double XL freshman covers. I
Yeah,
want 716.
yeah.
All of us. I don't give a fuck how many of us it is.
And,
That's.
and that's funny because, like I said, I named one person.
Mhm.
And don't get me wrong, it's other people. Mad Dukes is
Shout out
nice.
to Dukes.
Dukes is nice, man.
Man, listen, man, he was down here spitting for 33 minutes straight.
Yeah,
33 minutes straight in,
So-
in a whole sweat like he was in the sauna.
yeah, he can
Oh.
do it, man. He can do it. Boys like that can
Shout
do
out to
it.
them bars.
Like I say, they just gotta get a team behind them, get a blueprint, and follow it to a T, man.
Man, get a
like Al
blueprint.
Max. I thought
Yes.
Al Max would be out by now. I
Mhm.
thought Al Max would have been done something. The boy can spit
Mhm.
everything,
Right.
like
Right.
girly songs, hood songs. He can spit everything, and he stay true to who he is. But you gotta have a team. You gotta have a blueprint, and you gotta have some type of dedication. You gotta be consistent, man.
Come on.
I heard Eric Eve, shout out to Eric Eve, talk about things being a hobby to
Right,
boys today.
Right. Right.
And I feel hip hop is a hobby to some people.
No doubt.
They doing it right now. They got a little buzz or whatever.
Right.
But where's the consistency?
Right.
You gotta have consistency,
Mhm.
man. In the job market or anything. You
Anything.
can't have no gaps. You go fill out a resume, young people,
Right.
and you
right.
got gaps.
Right.
They like, what you been doing for
right.
this long?
Yep. Yep.
Ah, man, I've been doing this. I've been doing it. And don't
Nope.
get me wrong, I'm guilty too.
Uh-huh.
But I keep telling everybody, yo, I'm on the end of this.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to help y'all out.
Right.
I'm trying to get y'all to where y'all need to be because I ain't make it.
No doubt. Now, do you see? I mean, can you see yourself, being valuable, being an asset to, to the music scene out here moving forward? I mean, if more people would just open up. I mean, to me, from what I see, and I come across a wide range of every type of musician, artist, what have you out here. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's resources, it's support, and it's people not being open minded. That's
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's 1, 2, 3.
You
right
nailed
there.
it, man. You
Mhm.
nailed it. You nailed it. But like I say, it's almost like taster's choice.
Right.
It's what people like. But you can't convince me that everybody like the same.
Right. You can't.
You can't because they
can't.
don't. We
Yeah.
all different.
It's 1,000 different religions, ain't it?
There you go.
Come
There
on.
you go.
Man. Come on, man. I don't know anything that we left out. Anything that you really want the people to know that we missed on besides whoever keep lighting up this computer over here?
Well, honestly, just like I say, for those that know me, they know what I do. They've been consistent, follow me. But for those who haven't, just Google Taariq Abdus Salaam, man. There's something for everybody on there. And the journal coming soon. And don't get me, I got to shout out Producers United.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
Because they made that dichotomy EP that I put out
Mm-hmm.
in July.
Okay.
They made that, man. I got like the most success I ever got in hip hop ever, man. I've been doing this since like '93.
Okay.
Was messing with them.
Come on.
50,000 spins, magazine article, blogs hitting me up. And it was because of their grind, because I've been doing the same music forever. I just got with a different team.
Right.
It was a side project.
No doubt.
And don't get me wrong, I'm shocked. I almost feel like it was so big that Swang didn't understand.
Right.
That's why the journal still ain't came out
I
yet.
dig it.
But Producers United, real recognized, real networking group. Those are a group of like-minded people
Mhm.
that realize you need people, to get you out there. And pretty much the journal coming soon, man. Coming soon.
Now, 20 years in the game.
Woo.
What's the biggest difference from then till now?
The biggest difference,
Be it the recording process, the promotion, the
it,
audience aspect.
in a nutshell, it's funny because everything is easier
Yep.
now. Like you can go to Guitar Center right now, spend $200 and got everything recording package. So that aspect of it is easy. I think that's why it takes away from the passion in the music.
Right.
But to me, I would say that the fans have changed,
Mm-hmm.
but they've gotten younger.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Yeah,
They've gotten
definitely.
younger, but it's people my age, close to my age, older than me, and we still listen to the stuff that we grew up on.
Right. Right.
And I don't think this music will stand the test of time.
It won't. It won't. Man, I say it all the time. Like, I mean, there's no timeless music.
When last time you heard Franchise Boy?
For real.
Any snap music?
Man.
That was the quickest genre ever.
The last piece of timeless music I could really say is I would say like Blurred Lines. And that's the last timeless song I would say of the last 3 to 5 years. Easily. Cuz I'm talking about even songs like Next, Butter Love.
Oh,
You
man.
know?
Yeah.
Even just something like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's something you're going to listen to 40 years from now.
Oh yeah.
You
oh
know,
yeah. Still
and I
listen
mean,
to it.
You know, and I don't know, man. I guess with the I need it right now generation, or the I need it right now phase that we're
Microwave
in.
popcorn.
You know, it's not really about timeless music, and I don't really want to say authenticity, but more so staying power.
Yeah.
You know,
You know what? Even not to interrupt you,
Go
but
ahead.
that plays a lot into just the social commentary
Uh-huh.
I try to bring, because society's different, man. You
Right.
got a group of people who they're not thinking about tomorrow. You
Yep.
know, whether it's the education system, whether it's the job market, there's nothing for them to look forward
Right.
to, and ahead. So everything is about now.
Right.
So not even on the music tip. Music just painted the landscape.
Yes.
You listen to Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Stevie
Come
Wonder
on.
album. You listen to Bob Dylan. These people, their music
Man.
represented the
Man.
time that they were in,
Yes.
but they still are relevant because we're still going through the times.
Mm-hmm.
So society plays a big part. So just music aside, black men, white men, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Klingon,
Whoever.
we just got to do better with our own, man.
Yes.
It starts right in your house. We
Right.
gotta start with our own kids, man, because we put the positive message in them, feed them the good healthy food. They're gonna spread it out to the next man and the next woman and the next man. And I'm positive, the music will follow.
No doubt. That's what
God
it
willing,
is.
God willing.
Come on. Now, I do it to everybody. You know what I need?
You need it? You want it?
Man, you got a hot one for us?
In God we trust, no mega paper, hypocrisy, dead peas, motive for capers, so constantly coring us, freeze foreigners, they deadin' us. Jews and Christians, step up, this your America. Import it, cook it, cut it up for y'all to fall, to terrorize. Free Mumia, Abu Jamal, envy, we clash for cash. Some see the biggest stash. Dangerous minds, open your minds like a blast. Vacuum pack, crack bags, got demon in it. Rock steady do make ends, rock steady spin it.
Come on.
Ignorant. Now my Duke summoned you niggas. Shame on the one that got Prince on mega triggers.
Yes.
Ghettos be bled, heads bleed just to conceive images like a new statuette in gay Paris. My keys universally. Spread the crime, the field niggas loosen the noose for Abdus Salaam. So now I'm looking for the daughter of a Kennedy, diligently. Fill a straight shooter with beam, American dream.
Come on.
Humble like a rape victim, God conscious. In God we trust, but yo, who your God is? Salaam.
That's what it is, man.
Shout out to my man Commandeer.
Commandeer in the building.
I like
Yeah.
saying that.
Man, it got me all choked up, man. MySubstation.com. That's what it is, man. Google him. We got the homie Taariq in the building. I'm Chad Money. It's never about me. Substation Studios. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in across the world, worldwide. 716. I mean, it's always 716. Stand up, and let's continue to support people. You know what it is. It's MySubstation.com. Substation Live.